and gentlemen, hopefully this is working. Hopefully you can hear me. It seems like you can. Welcome to something a little bit different. Some Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Possibly the best looking game you can buy on any platform right now. It looks absolutely incredible, this game. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet or anything like that, but man, it looks good. So I'm gonna have to fiddle with the audio settings a bit. Already have Steven Ritson here. We've got Trevor Gerber. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the shares, thanks for the likes. Yes, we are playing the brand new Flight Simulator. Let me show you my setup quickly so you guys can see what I'm working with here. So here, since my nice new HOTAS has not arrived yet, I'm not sure when it will be arriving, because they are like diamonds, very hard to find. I'm still playing with my old Extreme 3D Pro. The rubber's had some better days on it. It's mounted where my steering wheel's supposed to be here. My steering wheel's on the floor over here behind me while we get this game. So it's very loose, it's very far away. I don't even have full motion really. It gets stuck against this thing over here. So it's gonna be there's gonna be one interesting stream. Alright, where are we flying to? So yeah, guys, you let me know where you want me to fly, what airplane you want me to fly with, and let's jump in. This is quite the game, ladies and gentlemen. So I have a 16-thread 8-core Ryzen CPU. I've got a GeForce GTX 1080 Ti and 16 gigs of RAM, and I'm barely running this thing on medium. It needs tons and tons of RAM. I've restarted everything, I've shut down everything to try and get as much RAM as possible for this game. I've got it looking okay with a half decent frame rate, but it does start chugging after a while. So for you guys who've never played Flight Simulator, you should know these games always try and push the envelope. I've bought the Ultimate Edition, or the Deluxe Super Duper set, so you do get a couple more airplanes. I think you get 10 more airplanes and 10 highly detailed airports, but you can buy all sorts of stuff. You can buy new airplanes, you can buy new airports, but it's not cheap. And I think real life pilots are going to love this. I haven't set up the real life ATC yet. I'm going to start looking into that, so you can actually fly with real air traffic controllers, with real life traffic, or even real multiplayer traffic. Fly with a Bentley. I wish I could, man. I wish I could. But I'll fly the Bentley of the skies. Maybe I'll take the Baron, the Beechcraft Baron, out for a spin and hopefully not crash. I've been playing about 2 or 3 hours so far. It's a 90 gig download that you have to download in the game itself. It also continuously streams in data for where you fly around the world. So if you have a internet cap or LTE, this is probably not the game for you. As you can see, the loading times are very long, but it is basically the entire world. I flew from Johannesburg International Airport to my house, was the first thing that I did. So it's pretty damn amazing. Lee Posthumus with the 50 stars. Thank you, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. As we wait for it to load, unfortunately this is the first load from a restart, so it will take time. Once you're in and flying around, the loading time doesn't become that much of an issue. But hopefully you guys will check it out. If you have ever liked flight simulators, this is the first one since 2006's Flight Simulator 10. So here's the main menu. You have the world map where you can make a flight anywhere in the world. I'll jump into that now. You've got flight training, which takes you through all the fundamentals of flying. Unfortunately, not amazingly detailed. It's good enough, but some of the older flight simulators had much more detailed VOR and ILS and all of those kind of flights. You also have these activities, so it's got a whole bunch of built-in landing challenges and bush trips. We can maybe have a look at that just now. And then it has this weekly event, or bi-weekly current live event, where everyone in the world plays. This, you've got to land at this crazy short runway in the French Alps somewhere. So, but the main thing here, Radical Ruben with the host, thank you very much, man, is the world map. So this is the entire world, and you can fly anywhere and everywhere. So let's check out Cape Town International, since I did buy the expensive version of it. I'm running the live everything, so it will be real time, real weather as it is in Cape Town right now. So you can see we've got live players, all players, you've got groups only. You can set your air traffic to live air traffic, but obviously there's not much live traffic at the moment, so I'm going to throw AI on. Weather and time, so we can say presets. Let's go with some few clouds in the sky, and let's do it maybe a little bit earlier. Let's maybe do the afternoon. And obviously it's got the real life, real time day-night cycles, and also it knows that we're in winter now. So let's fly runway 1, and let's take a where's that Beechcraft Baron? That's a really nice airplane. Where's my Baron? I really like this airplane. You can change the livery if you have different liveries. You can set the weights and balances for how much payload, if you've got extra passengers. You can set what kind of failures you want. I've got none of those on. You can set your call sign number and your tail number, flight number. You can add heavy if you're a big airplane. But let's jump in, shall we? I thought they said after the 9/11 simulators were so in detail because those guys learned from simulator to fly in the buildings. Also, like those guys were probably playing with Flight Simulator 2000 or Flight Simulator 98. This is so much beyond that, and flying an airplane is not that difficult once you know the basics. Andre Shooter, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Flight Simulator, the very first flight. Lizard saying wants to give the X52 a go on this. Yeah, man. Waiting for that HOTAS to come through, dude. It's going to be so sweet. I bought the highest edition you can buy, but there's so much stuff. I'll go into the marketplace later and you guys can see how much stuff there is to buy and how expensive. I think each airport is 200 Rand on its own. So you need a second job to be able to like buy all the stuff for this game. But let's jump in and I'll show you some of the really cool features. They've made it really straightforward to just jump in and fly, which I like. It automatically picks up my controllers. It maps all the buttons correctly. This controller is a bit janky at the moment, so some of the buttons don't like getting pressed. It is like 15 years old, so it is what it is. So we've got the ATC set up. You can look around the cockpit. You can also use your mouse and look around. And every single thing works as it should. So every single button on the GPS works the way it should. Guys were actually saying this Garmin GPS, they went online, found the model number, and could use it to do all the things it needed to do because they emulate the entire GPS in the game, which is insane. So you've got all the nice detail of the airplane. You can see I don't have any passengers, but I could add them in if I wanted to. And let's just say here I'm cleared for takeoff. That's pretty cool. We've got the parking brake on. Here we are at Cape Town International Airport. Let's fire up those engines, release the brake, And away we go. Juan Garcia Avila, thank you very much for the like. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Flight Simulator. Also, you do get the outside view, and they give you all the controls and everything that you need, which is a nice touch, which the old versions never had. Just lower these flaps a bit. Let's raise that landing gear. And away we go. Alright. They've simplified a lot of the ATC commands. Let's raise our flaps. And let's head. I think this is to Table Mountain. Actually don't know Cape Town that well, but I do believe Table Mountain's in this direction. It's using live map data, so this road is the N2, I think it is. Just ignore my pilot, he's just alerts. But let's head towards the peninsula and then we'll just do a little flight around Cape Town, shall we? Let's go back into the cockpit view. I really like the zoom in. I think the VR would be nice to you, yes. They did say they are releasing VR soon, well, before the end of the year. Only thing is, like, this game already struggles to run 1080p on a single monitor. VR, you're running much higher resolutions, double, with all the motion tracking. It'll be amazing. It'll really be something. Got some cautions going on here. Unfortunately, my flying knowledge and memories from back in the day, I can't remember all the controls and the ways to fly. The other weird habit I have with this is I twist the rudder when I fly with this joystick. It's like a very sensitive rudder twisting, which makes me always fly sort of, I'm doing this sort of like drift push through the air, which you'll see when it comes to landing is not very good. Let me just acknowledge my frequency change here. And let's fly off.
Cape Town, Tower Beechcraft Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray Golf, Sierra, frequency change.
So here's Table Mountain on our left. Looking pretty good, I think. With the clouds and everything coming over it. As I said, I'm not running this anywhere close to ultra graphics. It just runs terribly. But yeah, the first thing you can do in this game if you get it is go and find your house. How does my joystick look like? So let me show you guys my joystick. Where's pause? There's pause. So this is my joystick. She's an old Sidewinder, Logitech Extreme 3D Pro. So I'm using this for the meantime. And hopefully it'll be good. Oh, why did it crash? I was paused. That was weird. That's really weird. Don't know why that happened, because that was paused in midair. Ah well. Let's try that again. Also need to know what the time acceleration buttons are. I'm gonna actually try and load this up in summertime and see if it changes to let's see, so there's Cape Town. I really like these warm-up things. It really shows off the aircraft. Dale Pangas, how you doing, buddy? Look how pretty these airplanes are, man. I think the airplanes are actually the best part of the game. The reflections, the detail. It's really, really ridiculous. The fact that it simulates grass on the ground is amazing. When did this come out? Today it came out. This is a brand new game, unless you were lucky enough to have... I'm actually going to jump out here. Let's do some flying through the Alps, I think someone asked for. And what's nice is that because it's got the actual world map, do you get faster planes like jets? It's only civilian aircraft, so you do get 787 Dreamliners, 747s, and you get what are they called? Like the Learjet, not a Learjet, business jets, but no fighter jets or anything like that. I think the one thing that actually makes me quite sad is that they don't have where is Geneva? There's Geneva. Here are the Alps. Let's see, Geneva. Oh, this is the one from the, yeah, well, this is quite an interesting place to take off from. So let's take off in the morning. I think it's summertime there. Then we'll mess around with the weather, because the weather's also pretty amazing in this. So let's take something small and fun. I heard where's that airplane that you can land on water? Is it the icon that you can land on water? So here's all the airplanes that I have. I think this icon you can land on water as well, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's close that and let's go for a flight. Carl Mini with a like, thank you very much. Davy Steinfart with a like as well, thank you. What's the objective of this game? The age-old question of Flight Simulator. There is no objective other than, okay, you can use it as a training tool, you can learn how to fly, but basically you just fly. That is all that this game has ever really been around. Looking at things, flying around things, learning to land in difficult weather. They have added some gamey kind of things with the landing challenges where they actually give you a score, which is quite cool, and we'll get into a couple of those things later. But mainly, this game's just about loving airplanes, learning how to fly them, learning how to do all the cool things with them. That's what this game's all about, man. It's a bit like No Man's Sky or what's it called? Minecraft, where there's no real objective other than to just have fun, enjoy yourself, get better at it. So here we are on the Swiss Alps during summertime in my little funny airplane. This airplane you can also land on water, which we're going to give a bash. Never done it before. And this is a tiny little runway, which you're going to see now. You basically go down this hill and off a cliff. Okay. Alright. This is really an open world game. It is indeed. It is the entire world. Come on. Why is this thing not doing anything? Come on, airplane. Come on. There we go. I think we were stuck there for some reason. As you can see, you kind of go down a little hill here. It's a pretty fancy airplane on the inside though. And away we go. Definitely not the fastest airplane in the world, but it's pretty nice. We can see we're in the Swiss Alps here. There are cars driving on the road. I don't know if you can see that on stream. Ah, did I overstress the aircraft already? Okay. I need to learn how to fly slow. I'm trying to fly fast to keep you guys entertained. But I keep breaking my airplanes. Let's try that again, shall we?
Lima Foxtrot, Lima Juliet, traffic icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taking off runway for departing straight out.
Let's try that again, shall we? Martini885, I'm doing very well, thank you. Having a nice, chilled, let's see, what's a nice airport? That off the way so I can actually see what I'm
traffic
doing.
icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 4 miles east, 6,100 feet inbound to land runway tree.
Alright, let's go land. As you can see, it's a rather pretty game. Renders trees, renders grass, renders animals. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Got myself a tea delivery. As you do as a pilot. But yeah, if you like going to places with scenery, this is the game for you guys. Definitely not a high energy rack'em sack'em kind of game. If you want something chilled, and like I can play flight sims for hours and hours and hours. So here you'll also see a nice feature. It has landing guidance. You can obviously turn it all off, but like what I often find is that I struggle to know if like runway 33 or runway 17 which way it goes. And at least with this, you can kind of figure out the actual correct path to fly into the airport, which I quite like. Let's see. Runway is right below us. There's a runway. Also one of these tiny little runways. I think everyone used to play a lot of Flight Simulator, man. I loved it. Flight Simulator 98, I played death. So what is this doing? The upwind leg, I guess. Also, the seat doesn't work yet. Hopefully they're going to release some drivers soon. I think once that works, like just having that slight motion is really going to make it. And once I've got the HOTAS set up left and right here, ooh, it's going to be sexy. Sorry that I'm leaning very far forward, it's because where the joystick is. pattern entry coming in here, so this will show you the actual flight corridor you need. And then we can do some landings and hopefully not mess it up too badly. I've really been struggling with the landings on this, mainly just because I don't understand. I was getting my controls wrong, especially with the turboprops and the jets, where I couldn't get the reverse thrust to work properly. Alright, let's bring her in for a landing. Is trying to Alright. I have no idea where this runway is. Oh, we're gonna have to try and land here. We are very high. Where's the sim racing? This is sim racing, but just not. No sim racing tonight. We're checking out the brand new flights. Oh, I'm coming in way too hot. Oh, Lord. Gonna have to do a go around. That is a little bit dangerous, I think. How are you supposed to get this airplane down here? It's so low to the ground. So yeah, this is a much more chilled stream than usual. Good evening, Miss Brooks. Thank you for the tea delivery. So 60 knots is the correct approach speed. And I'm way too low here. So we're going to come around again and see if we can pull this off. You must land with school. Or with skill. That's my problem. I think, yeah, I do come in far too quickly, and this airplane's so light. Probably need about a 40 or 45 knot landing speed to get low, but you have to basically do like a map of the Earth to get back around. I didn't know you were into Sup Noodle. David Kozlowski, buzz the tower. I will do that. Not in this though, it's so slow. So where am I dropping? I'm dropping somewhere in the Swiss Alps. Okay. We're trying our second approach. First approach did not go so good. Gotta get this thing way down. The full flaps going. So we gotta go map the Earth around here to get up and over. Yeah, basically just fly over the trees, keep the speed as low as possible, and drop down onto the runway. Doesn't sound too difficult. Just above the trees. Keep our airspeed as low as possible. Can't make this airplane go any slower. There's no ways to land this thing on this direction. Gotta go again. Let's try and land the other direction, because I can't seem to get slow enough to get that down there. Pull up the nose. I'd try to pull up the nose. There's just nowhere to pull it up. Okay, I'm gonna land the wrong direction. Look at the beautiful sunset. I think this is a much easier way to land here. See, landing uphill makes far more sense. I'm a little bit. Might have missed the bottom of the runway there. Joystick button 5. Which one's 5? That one. There we go. Landing uphill's way easier than landing downhill. Maybe I should have not ran runway 33. I should have ran runway 17. Well, we made it. And check it out. There's grass on the ground in this game, man. There's dudes chilling out here. Little airplane can barely push itself up the hill here. Little dudes chilling here. Oh yeah, and then like what you can also do. Let's turn this thing around and take off on the other direction. Keegan Greegum Fundo Tashona, thank you very much for the likes. Dave, thank you for the 25 stars, man. We'll buzz the tower. Look at the detail, man. Just look at this detail. Well, one thing I will do, I'll show you guys what this game looks like on full graphics at like 3 FPS. Come on, come on, you can do it, little airplane. You can do it. A little bit of going off the beaten track here. But at least we should be able to take off on this runway. Alright. Stop it there. We need to put the handbrake on. There we go. Right, let's turn up these graphics, shall we? And let me show you what this game can look like. I wonder if I can save this. Custom. So, if you want to change it to Ultra, this is what it looks like. But it is insane. We don't need no things from ATC, so this is Ultra graphics mode. It should actually not run too badly here because we're in a small town. But yeah, you can see. Look at all the trees on the mountain now. They weren't there before. All the trees all over the place. As you can see, it's quite a pretty game. All the lighting, the reflections on the windscreen of my windscreen. This is the ultimate next-gen game. We can also do let's just see that this doesn't break everything now. Do this. You can make it nighttime in real time. You can change the snow, make it a little bit misty. We need more clouds. It's maybe a bit much. So now we're flying in the rain because this game is insane. This game is really ridiculous. Let's drop the tempo. It's maybe 2.5. Let's see. And now we're in a beautiful snowy village. This game is insane. Yeah, so this is running on Ultra at 1080p. As you can see, like, you can see the reflections in the windscreen. You can see the reflections on your airplane. Actually nice to fly in these small towns. Look at these clouds, man. You can see like the light blooms off the airplane. The snow's falling. For Hong Kong, alright, we can fly to Hong Kong. Is it in Hong Kong or outside of Hong Kong? A little airplane's not going to make it up the hill. Oh, we're going to crash in the Swiss Alps. Abort! 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 But yeah, this game is quite freaking something, man. Like, how good does that look? It's insanity. It really is something else, this game. It's alright, let's go to Hong Kong. I'm gonna have to turn the graphics way down because Hong Kong's still out on the ocean. There's another off the coast of Mexico. Close to Mexico City right now. Let's see. Alright, so if we go here, we go flight conditions, we go alive weather and time. And we go back. Where's Mexico City? Oh, it must be this one here. There's that one there. Or Hong Kong. Oh, Hong Kong's at night though, so we're not going to see much. So let's go to... Where's Mexico City? It's somewhere here. I think it must be this one, yeah. Well, let's see here. And let's fly in something a little bit better. Fly in a jet. To an Airbus from Orlando to Cape Town. I need to figure out what the accelerate time button is, because otherwise it's going to be a 2.5 hour flight or 2 hour flight. But I'll show you. Orlando looks not bad. Cape Town looks really good because it's one of the high detailed, fully modeled ones. Can maybe do a Dreamliner. Man, this game's cool. Like, if you're into it, obviously. If you're not into it, then, you know, probably not the game for you. Oh, I haven't changed my graphic settings. So it's now... Let's fly through some clouds, shall we? Let's keep going through this cloud layer here. See what's what. Otherwise we'll just make our own hurricane. That's also the fun thing with this. Man, this thing's quicker. 40-degree angle of attack, probably too high. Third person. Not much to see in a cloud bank. Trying to break through these clouds. You can see the rain on the windscreen. The icing starting. "21,000 feet. Oh, this thing is fast. As we keep on climbing. Nerding so hard. Thanks, man. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I was very worried about doing a stream on it because it is very nerdy and very like, hey, look at this cool thing. But guys, like, seriously, get this game. Maybe don't get the super duper version. It is very expensive. What's going on? Am I stalling? Doesn't look like it. Feels like I'm stalling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Well, that was a good flight. How come does it go over 30,000 feet? Yeah, let's drop way down. Let's see where we are. I don't even know where we are. What am I using to fly? I'm using my old Logitech Extreme 3D Pro joystick. It's seen better days, but you know, you got to play with the joystick. Hopefully, though, soon, if some people who are watching the stream help me out, I'll be getting a very, very nice HOTA setup that I'm going to set up on the seat here permanently, because now I had to move my steering wheel, which is sitting down here, so that I can. Hey, look at that breaking through the clouds. Look at the ice on the windows. How damn pretty. Even just going through clouds, this game is awesome. I wish I could turn off the alarm. I think I might have iced up the plane, that's why it crashed. Well, that's why it went into... Alright, let's slow down. Let's slow down. What's that?
overspeed, 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 overspeed,
Alright,
overspeed,
let's
overspeed,
go outside.
overspeed, overspeed, overspeed.
Should we make a... Oh, check all the ice on this plane. The plane's completely iced up.
Overspeed.
No wonder I was gonna crash.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
But man, this game is pretty.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
As long as you don't go in the big cities, it runs really, really nicely.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Otherwise, I'll just carry on playing at ultra high graphics, but then you guys just have to put up with the giving you anxiety. Dave wants to go to Cape Town. We started in Cape Town, but let's do Cape Town and let's do a big thunderstorm, I think. At ultra high. Oh, that's the wrong button. I think you're oversteering. You're damn right I am. This is very. So this is my controller. Let me show you my setup, so you guys can see what I'm working with here. It's not great, but you know, when you don't have time and the game just came out. So here's the setup. Here's where the steering wheel used to be. Now I've got this here. It's not bolted down or anything. It's got a little throttle control. It's got rudder, and then it's got all the buttons. Some of the buttons on the base are 50-50. Bloodfort saying, do Medellin in Colombia to Florida, USA. And do a little cocaine run there. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's do Cape Town. I think that's what people are asking for, because we didn't do Cape Town with full graphics. And let's change it to... what's it? Let's change it to an afternoon. Let's actually do Joburg. Let's do Johannesburg. And let's set as a departure. And let's do it in afternoon. And let's do a nice December thunderstorm. December thunderstorm at 5 o'clock. That should look pretty sweet. And are we going to do the citation? Yeah, we may as well do a citation. I think anything smaller is going to be quite scary to fly through. Alright. Yeah. So this should be good. Okay, I'm running ultra graphics, so it's going to run at like 3 frames a second. But we are taking off. Only for landings do you need the high frame rate. They say there is actually no graphics card processor combination you can buy right now that can run this at 60 frames a second at 4K on the ultra settings. Even if you have a 2080 Ti and SLI with a 10700K overclocked, you can't run it, which is pretty sweet. So you're flying summertime, Johannesburg, taking off from OR Tambo, can maybe head off over the city and take a look around. And hopefully, yeah, once I've got the HOTA set up, it'll be a lot better to fly. This joystick, because of the rudder, is not easy to fly. Delicious cup of tea.
Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra at runway 21 right, ready for takeoff, departing straight out.
This looks like a Joburg thunderstorm, alright. How pretty does this game look? We can't share bits here. No, unfortunately, I am not affiliated on Twitch. If you go on Facebook, though, you can throw some stars. Facebook channel is called Super 2bits. The word super, the number 2, and then BIT. How pretty is this game, guys? Like, you don't even have to play this game. Oh. Okay. I hope I'm clear to take off. I've flown many a time from Joburg. Look at that. Look at that. Even reflects on the runway. Man, this game is cool. Sorry about the negative frame rate, but... Ooh. A little bit windy out here. Too bad. See these thunderstorms going off all around us. Let's go for a little tour here. Try and then find our location. From Oatamo, you need to hit Mohammed Amarkazi liking the stream. Thank you very much. I don't know what that's looking at. Where did my thunderstorm go? Yeah, there's a thunderstorm to our left. But man, it's a pretty game. And yeah, this is Joburg. Also, if you change the weather, it changes the heights of waves. How you doing, man? And yeah, you totally can see your house, especially if you're in one of the ultra high detail areas, like London, Rome. Your house will be modeled in the game. In Joburg, they basically take... Hey, it's not even like I'm playing a game, it's like I'm just on an airplane flight live streaming to you guys. It's freaking unbelievable, this game. Also seems to be... Ooh, death is coming. It's probably not the safest idea. I think I'm stalling as well, which is not great. I seem to have lost all my airspeed.
Sudden X-ray Golf Sierra ATC services terminated.
Oh. I crashed. Huh? What's up, though? Yeah. Whoops. I don't even know what I was doing there. Let's try that again, shall we? I have the chilled foot camera. Yeah, well, the thing is I had to unplug the wheel, so I can't use the pedals, because I actually wanted to use these as a a rudder. Like, obviously it's not 100% realistic because they're not linked, but it's still better than using this thing. A threader. I was trying not to crash and then I crashed anyway. Oh, this game's pretty cool. Is anyone gonna buy this game? Richard Schroeder, thank you for the like. Alina Ahmedov, thank you for the like. If you guys liked any of the old flight simulators, this one is definitely the best one ever made. Look, there's traffic in the background, driving on the road.
For takeoff runway
Hey.
21 right, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
There's a rainbow. It's a freaking rainbow. There's a double rainbow even. Have you ever seen such a good looking game as this, guys? It's insanity. Double rainbow, man. Is that double rainbow? There it is. Check that out. Just a little rainbow chilling up outside. Basic is downloading free on Game Pass. Just remember, it's a 1 gig download and then a 90 gig download once you've done that. So be prepared for a long wait. Took me 7 hours to download it today at 50 megasecond. Dude, look, I'm looking at the stream capture. It looks like a real thing. This is insane. Oh, bit of a crosswind here, gentlemen. Okay. Let's try and not overstress the aircraft. We need to go. Where's my heading indicator? West. So we need to go west. Going west from OR Tambo takes you to Johannesburg. Not going to go too high, we'll go a little lower. Try not to overstress the aircraft this time. This game is madness, dude. This airplane's also so freaking fast. Okay, overshot west a little bit. How freaking pretty is this game? Oh yeah, you can see the Gautrain station.
Golf Sierra, did you hear my last transmission?
Nope, I did not. I'm just breaking all the rules. There's Joburg up ahead, I think. In the distance. What's happening over here? Oh, like a giant thunderstorm. How crazy is this game? It's clear skies over Pretoria. Martini 885, 1900 Rand. I know. I paid that much for the deluxe bundle. Angel Lady Me, hello, 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 hello to you too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying my little flyby of Johannesburg here. So Joburg is automatically generated content. So most of the buildings won't be 100% accurate. There's Joburg Stadium and Ellis Park. As you can see, they're not 3D objects yet. And here's Ponty. Ponty's a real shape. There's Ponty. So some of the stuff it gets right, and then some of the stuff it doesn't know what it's supposed to be. And I'm assuming this is supposed to be Brixton Tower or the other tower. I can't remember which is which. But there are cars on the road. There are cricket fields and cricket stadiums. And it is just the damn prettiest game you've ever seen. I do wish that my joystick was a bit more compliant. Head to the Vol. Where's the Vol? Vol is south. Should be able to. Vol Dam is south. Where are we going? South. So we're going to go through this thunderstorm. Hello, giant thunderstorm. But easily the best graphic game probably on the planet right now. Free peanuts, bro. Free peanuts for everybody, and champagne as well. Probably not a great idea to fly into the storm, but you know, what can you do? Fly underneath the storm. What's my altitude? 8,000. You start at like 6,000 feet. Zero visibility in the storm. Run. I don't need the parking brake on, man. There is a zero visibility here. Can't see anything. So we might be over the Vol, but can't really see, and I don't know how close to the ground we are either. Yeah, as you can see, pretty bad weather we're flying through here. Probably not recommended. Also, don't know where the ground is, so that's also not great. I haven't seen any other air traffic. It's the one thing I haven't seen. It's maybe, hold on. Resume. Push this button. Why is that not working? Okay. That's paused, so if we go here, we can change the weather. Let's precipitation 0, lightning 0, temperature up. This one. Let's clear up this weather a bit here. There we go. Now we can actually see what we're doing. So yeah, the weather's amazing. Because you can do stuff like that. Alright, where is the Vol Dam, ladies and gentlemen? Alright. Anybody see a Vol Dam? hunk of water somewhere. It'd be easy to spot. Noodle's giving me GPS coordinates, but that's not as fun as trying to figure it out yourself. It is to the south, right? You carry on going south, you go to Fontainebleau, and then it's like there. May have flown too far already, that's what's worrying me. But it looks like there's a river here. I'm wondering if I just follow this river. I should think there'd be a huge, dam-shaped object somewhere. Southeast, somewhere southwest. Well, there's some water over there. There's a river. This game does look absolutely insanely good. Hey, look at this damn game. Alright, let's do something cool. Let's go to the main menu. Yes, I want to continue. Alright, should we do New York in a Cessna at like 3 frames a second? I love the whole Google Maps vibe of it as well. That's what I'm really enjoying. Long Island, no. Where's New York itself? New York's like in this bay here. Empire State Building, that's where we want to go. Brooklyn Bridge, Empire State, New York, Governors Island, Statue of Liberty. Oh, there's some real guys flying around. Not too many yet, but it's definitely more busy here than set as departure. Let's fly in something nice, like a Cessna. The classic Cessna. Cessna 172. I like a 172. Cessna 172. Flight conditions. Let's do live conditions. Looks like quite a nice day in New York. Let's go for a fly. Alright, as I said before, running it at absolute maximum graphics, so we're gonna get like 3 frames a second in downtown New York, but it should look quite nice. Andre Ferrer, how you doing, buddy? Jimmy, thank you for all the shares as well. Area 51's a giant desert, but we can go there. We can go to Edwards Air Force Base. We can see the big runways in the sand, but there's not much to see there. What I can show you guys like the VOR and the ILS planning and stuff as well. Not that we're gonna do a real flight, but the planning is so much easier than in the old versions. The old versions you had to like load these obtuse things, do all this crazy stuff. Also, as mentioned, guys, this game streams in texture data and building data off Bing Maps. So if you don't have unlimited cap, it can actually use up all of your data. It even warns you at the beginning that it uses a lot of data, this game. And it even has a thing where it will show you at the top right how much data you've used, and you can set your own cap. So if you only want to use like 10 gigs of data a month on this, you can set it to do so. So if you're running LTE, Just keep that in mind. You can play offline, but then obviously it doesn't look as amazing. As you can see, the load times in the big areas are quite big. Oh, this game has the entire world in it. There's no way you can download all the data in Bing Map. It's the first time cloud technology is really good. So welcome to New York. Looking pretty good so far, just giving it a chance to load everything in. But this is such a pretty game. Yeah, as you can see, there's a Statue of Liberty down there. Let's go for a fly through New York, shall we? Apologies for the frame rate, but you can kind of see why. Noodle throwing down some facts here. There's one World Trade Center that me and Dave actually went out with in January this year, before the whole world went crazy. Look at this game, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the cars on the street. Look at the buildings. And the crazy thing is, like, buildings aren't always just buildings either. If you let them try and load in the data, like, they even load the detail into the buildings. Hochi Puck, thank you for the host with the one viewer, thank you very much. Welcome to New York at like 5 frames a second. What an epic game. There's another airplane up on the top there. And it's massively multiplayer, so it'll just start pulling in other gamers into your game. Yeah, my PC is not slow, but this game is just so demanding that it just runs like this. Not bad though. It really isn't bad. And I think it's still actually streaming in data, so these buildings will get better and better looking if the longer you wait. But it doesn't look too bad. There's Rockefeller Center, where they have the big Christmas tree. There's the Barclays building. There's another airplane just buzzing the buildings here. Let's maybe join. Oh. Not the proper way of doing anything. Especially at like 0 frames. There's the Financial Times building. This is insane. This is really, really... I remember playing Flight Sim 98 and be like, wow man, this is so realistic. I wish there could be more buildings. Now you basically have every building in the game. Oh no! No! Ignore, I want my photogrammetry. It's probably because I'm streaming as well that it's killing the frame rate. But yeah, it's actually loading in all the detail all the time. So if I fly back to where I was, it'll actually start looking better and better and better. Yeah, I should probably show you guys the water as well. The water's even better than like the actual game. So yeah, these aren't even the full detail buildings yet. The buildings get more and more and more detailed as it loads in more and more data. This game is crazy. You get the logos on the buildings. Oh, this is actually running better than it was running earlier today, so maybe the more it loads, the better it gets. The only problem is when you land, you kind of want that 60 frames a second. Oh, where's that battleship that me and Dave checked out? The one that's got the... Is it on this side of the island or is it on the other side of the island? It might be on the other side. Check out this water, guys. I haven't seen water this good since Morrowind. This is the first. Hey. Oh look, some traffic driving on roads. You know, why not? This game is amazing. Just as a thing, even if you don't like it as a flight simulator, which it is a really, really good flight simulator. Like the realism of like the airplane flying through the air. Like it actually feels like it's flying through air, which some of the older ones kind of didn't feel like that. Look at this. No helicopters, I'm afraid. I think 98 was the only one that ever had helicopters. And that helicopter was so damn impossible to fly. Can you believe how good this game looks? Ah, yes. This is... I think this is where the cruiser is. Down here somewhere. Yes, it's over there. If you guys ever go to New York, you gotta go check out this. What is this aircraft carrier called, man? USS something. Check that out. So this is where they've got a Blackbird on the ship deck. They've got a space shuttle in the building on the left here. Check it out. There's Blackbird. Want to go touring New York? Just go over here. Check that out. There's a Blackbird. There's a F-14 Tomcat. There's a F-4 Phantom. I think that's a Harrier jump jet. In here's a space shuttle. There's a, if we unpause, there's a Concorde over there. This place is really cool. I just wish I remember what it was called. The Intrepid Museum, that's it. How do I know? Because it actually has a freaking logo over there. That's how good this game is. There's the Blackbird. Oh man. How insane does this game look? I don't understand why the pause lets the engine still run. It might have some bugs. That's how cool this game is, guys. It's like, oh, that looks nice. Why is this thing's angle of attack is like broken now? Okay, so the pause function may be a little bit broken. Now it just wants to do these like backflips all the time. Then what you can also do let's change the time of day to nighttime. And then, hey presto, why is my trim level so broken? Where's the trim? I need throttle trim. Come on. Where's trim? Is that trim? No. Pitch trim. That seems worse. Better. No. Oh. Okay, that's slightly easier to fly, but still pretty broken. But the best thing, like the city and the lights of the city reflect underneath the airplane as you fly at night. This game is just so damn pretty, guys. I think we need to try and land this airplane and call it an end to the stream. Yeah, Concorde. My favorite part was the space shuttle, dude. I was like, what? We just have a space shuttle chilling in a New York harbor? Okay, my trim is still super broken. For some reason. I don't know why the trim breaks when you... I need a road that I can land on, yeah. Coming in for a dodgy landing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get those flaps down. We need a wide enough road to land on. Seems like someone's trying to fly into me here. Oh wait, there's a runway over there. We'll try and land on that runway. I haven't actually done a landing, I think, tonight. Let's try and fix this trim again. Let's see if we can fix this trim. Hey man. That's not super annoying. Feels like we're maybe almost crashing. See, once I have my own friggin' HOTAS, that'll be a lot easier. Okay, there's the runway. Incorrect altimeter setting. B to reset. Thank you. D to reset. Okay. We're coming in for landing. No ifs or buts. We're just gonna bring the plane down. And then we'll call it an evening. But I think I'm definitely gonna do another one of these. I enjoyed it. Probably should declare if you're going to be landing at Kennedy International in a Cessna. But since I've got some major trim issues, I think let's just try and get this thing down here. Just enjoy how pretty this damn game is, man. Even at this ultra graphics at like 3 frames a second, it is amazing. Traffic jam getting into Kennedy there. What am I currently using? The G29? No, I'm using my old Logitech Extreme 3D Pro joystick. Looks like me and this guy are landing at the same airport here. So for those of you who don't know how runways work, on the left of this runway you can see these 4 lights. 3 of them are white and 1 of them is red, and now all 4 of them are white. That means I'm too high. You need to have 2 whites on the left and 2 reds on the right. And that means you are coming down at the correct angle. And it looks like me and this guy are landing on the same piece of runway, which is not great. Also, I'm landing incredibly fast. First and probably only landing of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. I love this look over the dashboard feature. Oh, there's jumbo jet coming. Oh no. Oh no. That's not dangerous. Oh, that was kind of scary. Oh, a little bit hard. But we are down. Not bad for almost getting destroyed by a what was that? I think that was a A320. And then we need to hit number 5 to bring it down to a stop. Let's actually just take it off the runway, because I'm sure there's another jet coming here. May as well get her off the runway. And we bring her down to a complete stop, ladies and gentlemen. What's also cool is you can actually turn the whole airplane off. Let's see. Think that is that. This airplane is actually much easier to turn off than some other ones. Man, this is a good game. Just land. Oh, someone massively failed at landing over there. What a great game, guys. If you like Flight Simulator, get this game. Seriously, it is unbelievably good. It is seriously one of the most impressive pieces of technology I've ever seen. Even they say the stars are correct, so if you know your stars, you can guide yourself around. But with that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I will probably be streaming this again sometime. Won't do it too often. Once I've got the HOTAS set up, then I'll definitely give it another bash. Did you apply the brake too? Yes, I did. I haven't put the parking brake on. No, I have. This game is amazing. If you like flight simulators, definitely give it a look in. I would say maybe don't buy the super expensive version. I can actually show you, if we go back to the main menu here, how much everything costs, and it does get super expensive. Let me show you guys what you can buy. You can even register with some online data people who then you like get more high quality scenery. It's really crazy. This game is something else. Got a couple of bugs, like the trim bug that I found. There's probably a button I was pushing that was then adjusting the trim by accident. But yeah, if you go to the marketplace, this is where you lose all of your money. Flight Beam Caden, 261 rand. 523 for a CT182T Skylane. Premium Deluxe, at least I own this one. This thing is crazy expensive. Landsmark London City Pack, Landmarks Man-Made. So you can buy it for $139. This Orbex, they're like a company that does all this fancy stuff, and then you download and then it gets added to the game. But as you can see, like, that looks pretty good, you know. Not 139 rand good, I don't think. But yeah, man, crazy. How do I search? Official content, can you search here? Like, look at all these things, man. But I guess, like, if this is your local airport, then that's what you do. And then, yeah, you can get this Coronado CT182. Looks cool, I guess. But seems like an awful lot of money for an aeroplane. But I guess cheaper than buying the real thing. But 523 rand to buy an airplane. No. Third-party developers. So yeah, you're already getting like some stuff, but very expensive, and it's only going to get more and more crazy and more expensive. Thanks guys for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy this game, because it is insanely good. It really is one of the most impressive things I've seen in the last 10 years when it comes to a piece of technology. Bye everybody, bye. Thank you very much for all the stream, the shares, the likes, the comments, the follows, and the stars. You guys rock. Thank you, everybody. Have an awesome evening. I will see you guys probably on Sunday, probably back to racing on Sunday. But with that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to say bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.